Okay, so back here, there we are. It closed up. What I was doing is reopening that because it had closed up on me, which is not good. But the nice thing is it starts right where we were. So we're 9 feet over. Whoops. 9 feet over, and hit the button. Okay. So the cool thing is we can do 45s as well. You can really do any angle you want. This is a 45, obviously, so I'm going to go from there to there. Now again, you might think you have to measure from here to here because that's the way you're drawing the line. I just did it backward because it's easier to measure from here to here. Okay, that's 2.5 feet. Now watch this. This is cool. 2.5. If I swipe in a angular direction, it'll do that. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something else that's really cool as well. So first I'm going to measure this, and I've got 9.5 feet. So 9.5 over. Now, I already know it's 2.5 feet from there to there because this one's 2.5 feet. It's going to match up. Instead of hitting 2.5 and swiping over, what I can do is just swipe. And what it will do is it will swipe to this blue dot, which is exactly 2.5 feet. Boom. It goes very, very quick. Okay. So let's move over here. This is obviously a fireplace. This is an interesting thing. Maybe let's get a wide shot of this, of how I do this, because this will be interesting. I've got a fireplace here. ANSI says no fireplaces in your square footage. So I don't want to measure that. Now there's a couple different ways I can do that. So stay there and let me show you what I'm talking about. I could go and measure boom, boom. Then I could hit the plus sign and go boom, boom. And then I can hit the plus sign again and go boom, boom, and measure those, and then just hit equals, and it would give me the same thing. Okay? The other way to do that is this. I can actually stand here and stand out from the wall, and I can hit my target over there. Okay? So I'm going to stand right here, which is where I ended, and I'm going to hit that. Okay? And I got 18, almost 19 feet. The problem is I actually measured to that white railing there, which is a little too far because I've got that angle. Okay, so the nice thing that I can do now is I can hit minus, stand where I should be, hit the same target again, okay, which is about 2 feet, hit the equal sign, and it shows me that we're 17 feet from here to there. Okay, now I'm going to double check my work. Let me draw this first so I don't forget where we're at. 17 across and hit it. Okay. Now give me a wide shot again. I want to show you how I could do it the other way, which I showed you earlier. Okay. So I'm going to start here, go from there to there. I'm going to hit the plus sign, hit that, hit the plus sign again, and come back this direction. And then I'm going to hit equals, and sure enough, it's 17 feet. Okay. So there's two ways of doing that. It's whatever you're comfortable with. We've got another angle here, as you can see, which is just like this other angle here. I can tell it's the same size. I could measure it, but I already know. Here's the cool thing. I can go 2.5 and up, but since it's the same angle as before, all I got to do is swipe anywhere on the screen in a 45-degree angle, and it gives me my 2.5. And then I can just tap it, and it will anchor it. Okay. Now this is an interesting situation. Okay. Some of you with tape measure would say, well, this would be better for a tape measure because I can just hook it on this railing and walk to the other side. Okay, great. But with a laser measurer, I can actually just point through the rail here, hit that opposite side, and boom, I've got 7 feet. It's that quick. Now, I'm taking a lot longer to measure this house than it would normally take. I would be well done by now if I wasn't taking some time to explain. Okay, right there you've got a little bit of a corner. That's about a half a foot, so I'm going to hit the 0.5, swipe over, and anchor it. Okay. Now here's where it gets interesting. We're going to come back here, and we've got 23.5 feet to that garage. 23.5, swipe down, anchor. Okay, as you can see on the screen now, this is where the garage is. This is where we started. We went around the house, and this is where the garage starts on the other side. Okay, I don't know on the inside if this connects over and down or what. So here's the cool thing, and this took me a while to figure out with the a la mode product. It works a little bit better on the old Apex, where you could just change the area and start drawing where you're at. A la mode's a little bit tricky, so watch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop drawing the house for a minute, I'm going to start drawing the garage. So what I'm going to do is hit the cursor. Okay, looks like a little target, and I'm just going to put it out here. It doesn't matter where. Okay, I'm going to put it out there. So there I am. I've stopped drawing here. I'm now going to start. I'm now going to start drawing here. Okay, so we're going to come down here, and I'm going to measure the garage. Grab that. By the way, I'm going to stop here for just a second and grab the picture of the side of the house. So I've got that. Okay. And oh, by the way, you'll notice I didn't draw anything. A lot of times you can actually get several measurements, and the Disto will actually save up to 4. You can get several measurements. So I've got a 16 and I've got a 25.5. Okay. So then I flip it over, and here's my cursor. By the way, you can zoom in, zoom out. Here's my cursor, 16 across, anchor it, 25.5. By the way, you can see up here what you've drawn. I accidentally hit 25.55, so I hit the backspace. Swipe down. So I've got these two. Now notice these are two separate things, but we're going to connect them in just a little bit. Okay. I was afraid we'd be locked out, and there's no gate on this side. So we're going to just walk back around. The cool thing is you can do a lot of different things at once. So I'm noticing, oh, there's a sprinkler box there, so we do have sprinkler systems. There's a patio, obviously, over here. By the way, I could draw the patio. This is not for an FHA. Sometimes I draw them, sometimes I don't. I'm going to choose not to this time. So, but I did take note that there is a patio. Now, I could go back into the. In fact, let's just do it. I can actually hit close, and then I'm back here in the improvement section. Now I can just scroll through here and see, okay, where's my patio stuff? Oh, there we go. Right there, we've got a patio. So over here, quick list, patio, fence, I have that. It's a full vinyl fence. Okay, and sprinkler system, I'm going to put that in as well. So I can do that as I'm going on the fly. Oh, by the way, I know it's a 3-car garage as well. My set number is 2 because that's the most common in my area. But I can just hit backspace and hit 3, and now I've got a 3-car attached garage. Okay, so you can fill these things out as you're going through. We got, I just noticed we've got gas here. Okay, natural gas, and we also have obviously a central air system. So I can scroll through here and find, oh, it's already got gas forced with air. That's my standard, but I'm going to click that box for the central air. So I'm filling these things out as I go, so I don't have to remember them all. But remember, when you're doing mobile appraising, everything that you do gets transferred right into the form. So I don't have to do any of this stuff again when I get back to the office. Okay. So let's move around here. Now, here's an interesting thing. I'm going to go back here to my sketch. Obviously, it's still all there. Now, remember, we ended on that corner over there. You would think, conventional wisdom would say, well, let's go back to that corner and move our way around. Well, why move to that corner when I'm already standing here, and I can measure from here? Okay. So I could start here, and I could measure around, or I could start where I was. It really doesn't matter. My point is you can start from wherever you want to be, and you can just move that cursor. So if I wanted to start on that other end, all I would have to do is hit, as you can see that, hit the cursor, and then click right there, and it would move me. Okay, but I want to start here. This is where we ended. This is the fence from that back side. So again, I'm just measuring the garage. That comes across 16. So we're going to go, whoops. Now here's the cool thing. 16 is the same as we measured on the back side, so I can hit 1/6 over, or I can just swipe and it goes to the next point, which is 16. Okay, very, very smooth, and as you practice with this, you'll find that it's much easier to do.